Here we go. Perspective. It's one of the fundamental building blocks. If you want to improve your art, you need that to take your art to the next level, to the next step of your art evolution. And as some of you may know, I have an art rival. Some of you may know him by his name, Criminal Activity. He's very big on Instagram and TikTok. I think he's as big as YouTube. But yes, if you want to know more, I made a whole video about it. I'm not going to talk about it. But this whole year, I am trying to improve my art to be better than his. My art is not up to the standard to be compared to his at this point. So to even have a fighting chance against him, I need to know the fundamentals of perspective. But before any of that, I gotta tell you how this video is gonna work. This video is split into 6 sections. Each section has 10 days to it, which makes 60 overall. And each 10 days I have one rest day. I can use that rest day any way I want it, any day. But the rest day does not transfer to the next 10 days. Only one rest day per 10 days, making it 54 days to learn all perspective. Each section is for each perspective. Now that you know how the video is laid out, on with the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Goodbye. This is the first page right here. This page right here. I was thinking of buying a perspective book, but them was expensive, and I really don't want to wait until buying a book. So I'm gonna just start by following Pinterest, I guess. I don't know if I should time myself because it is the first day, and screw it. I'll time myself to see how long it takes. I don't know. I think it's gonna take me like, I don't know. But yeah, if you can't tell, I don't have a plan for this, but I just know I just want to learn perspective. It'll be a good skill to learn if I want to beat a certain somebody. You know what I'm saying? Alright, for this day, I'm gonna just be drawing boxes. Nothing too fancy. Alright, let's go. This drawing boxes, oh my god, this took me so long to do. I wish I had a book. I want the pages in my fingers. I'm more of a physical media type of guy. This challenge is gonna be hard. Drawing these boxes right here, I don't even know if they're in correct perspective. I just copied it. I don't think I learned anything from this. The first day was a bust. It was a waste of time. And look how long it took me just to finish this. It took me almost 40 minutes to draw boxes. This was a horrible day to start off. For day 2, pretty much the same as day 1. I still don't have a direction. I drew cylinders. This is from Pinterest. Look, the only thing I can say about day 2 is, yes, this looks nice. It looks pretty. It's all organized. But I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know what type of perspective this is supposed to be. It's not 1 point. I'm supposed to do 1 point. But yeah, I still don't have a direction. I'm kind of lost at this point. This also took me almost an hour. Well, good news. I found a direction to go. Actual path. I call it a path, but it's more of a, a little layout. I could deviate a little, but not too much. I started with the 1 point. I just put 1 point perspective on Pinterest, and this is the first thing that got me. I'm like, yeah, I should probably do that. It's probably smart to start like that. This was pretty easy because I kind of had like a an idea what 1 point perspective looks like, and it is. I never really practiced it to this extent, but I did try to fill up the page with a bunch of shape, not just squares. Yeah, I like this one. This one actually looks like 1 point perspective, like what I'm supposed to do. Day 4, I tried more complicated shapes. It's similar to day 3, but this one I try to see what I can do and can't do with 1 point perspective. I noticed that there are some limitations you can do. Like curves. You can't really do circles or cylinders. I mean, not cylinders, or spheres in 1 point perspective. Which in hindsight, yeah, it makes sense. Overall, pretty good day. Still trying to figure out 1 point perspective. And yeah, for some reason, I drew boxes. I don't know why I did this to myself. These take so fucking long to do. I think it took me an hour to do this one, and it doesn't even help me with perspective. I think this is kind of an advanced technique, or I don't know why I keep doing this. It's not helping me. I think it's kind of wasting my time. This looks nice once again, but it's just not necessary for 1 point perspective. This is stupid. I think I just wasted a day. I'm dumb for doing that. You live and you learn, I guess. Today, I tried to draw a figure in 1 point, but it didn't turn out good. I don't know what I'm doing incorrect, but I don't know. It just didn't look good. It didn't. The reference doesn't match it, and it just came out bad. I don't like how it looks. I think I need to practice more. I watched 3 different videos from 3 different YouTubers. It helped out a lot. I learned the limitations of 1 point perspective, that it's normally used for backgrounds. I didn't know that. So when I knew that, I stopped trying to draw figures in 1 point perspective. So I only focus on drawing like buildings and yeah, just buildings in the background. And also the reason it took me up to day 8 to actually watch a YouTube video, I didn't want other outside sources to helping me. I wanted to learn it all by myself. But I don't know why I gave myself that limitation. So don't be like me. Watch the video from day 1 and then learn from that. For day 9, it was a good day. I felt it was good. I think it was time for me to move on. I think I got what I could from 1 point perspective. And yeah, I think it was overall a good day. I'm sure I could have pushed it more. Could have gone farther, but it's still 1 point perspective. I got kind of bored of doing it. And once again, I knew I said it was all 10 days, but at this point I didn't know I was going to take 10 days for all of them. I was going to do like until I get a good grasp in each one of them. I'll move on to the next one. But yeah, this is the only one I finished up early. I didn't use the whole 10 days. So yeah, I'm sure somebody ADHD is acting up because I didn't went all the way to 10 days. I tried 2 point perspective today. For the first day of trying, I try to do it by myself. I just look up a picture in Pinterest, and I get the base of it, like just to see how they do it, and then I go off on myself. I draw the boxes and everything, and I think this is gonna be easier to learn than 1 point because I actually have a blueprint to follow. So yeah, good day today. Good day today, day 12. Nothing too complicated. For this one, I wanted to put them together, like overlapping on top of each other, give them a little bit of depth. And yeah, I think I did pretty good. Nothing much to say about this one. So I think it's time to move on from boxes and do something a little bit more complicated and challenging. Pretty good day today. 2 days, amazing days, back to back. This is just a reference picture of a building in like a building block in 2 point perspective. This was easy, very easy. I understood what I was doing. I wasn't just copying. But yeah, I felt really happy when I was finished with this. Like I actually did something. Like I was understanding it. I know I could push it farther, but I just don't know how to do it. You know, I'm still a beginner, so I think I need some help on that. For day 14, I saw 2 videos in 2 point perspective. They helped a lot, especially the Procreate one. Took it and I drew a figure in 2 point perspective. This one was actually kind of cheating because I put this on Pinterest and this figure was already in 2 point perspective. Like it was already like in box form and I just copied it. So I don't think I really learned anything from it from just copying it. So this one was okay, but looking back now, I didn't learn anything from it. I tried to draw figures in 2 point perspective again for this day. It was very difficult. I had a lot of difficulty doing it. I didn't understand at the time why it wasn't working, and because of that, I grew frustrated. And I thought I just needed more practice. I'm still new at the thing, so gotta practice more. And that's what I thought I was missing. But yeah, it was frustrating for this day. I was getting frustrated. Overall, it was just a bad day. Nothing was going right. For some people, it may look okay, but no, I can tell that it's not in the right perspective or something like that. I can't explain it all too well, but you just know that it doesn't look right. I don't understand how to draw a figure in 2 point perspective. I think I need more practice. I'm not sure what I'm really doing wrong here. I convert the poses into boxes because that's what I'm told to do. But I just feel like I'm doing it wrong. It doesn't look correct. I feel like I'm walking on mud. I'm not really moving anywhere. I feel stagnant. Just a bad day overall. I moved on to drawing figures because I thought in my mind that okay, maybe 2 point perspective isn't for figures, maybe it's for interiors like a room or a living room. So you saw me there. I tried to draw a living room in 2 pages, but I thought that was too ambitious. So I dialed it back a little and tried to draw a room in 2 point perspective. But once again, I wasted a fucking day. They sucked ass. I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I knew what I was doing, but apparently not. And this just was like shit. And look how much time it took me. I just thought it was such a huge time waster. Day 18. I went back to basics, drawing boxes, to see if it helps. Spoiler alert, it didn't fucking help. Look, this was annoying. I wasted another day. It looks pretty. I'm not gonna say it doesn't look pretty, but I'm not looking for pretty. I'm looking for a way to move forward and actually make progress. And I didn't make any progress. I just stood there staring at the fucking sky. It was a bad day. I watched more videos to help me out because I needed the help. And it did help. I watched like 4 of them. One of them was a short, and they really did help me figure out what I was doing wrong. This day was better than the last couple of days. I was still trying to figure out how to draw the figures, but yeah, still doesn't look as good. But I think I got a understanding of like what I need to do. So yeah, this day was okay. For day 20, I tried to push 2 point perspective as far as I could with my current skill level. And you know what? I succeeded. I did it pretty well. I like how it turned out. It was pretty. It was good. It was adequate. It was very close to the reference, and I like that. It wasn't anything too fancy. It was just buildings. I stopped trying to draw figures in 2 point perspective because I saw somewhere that 2 point and 1 point are usually used for more backgrounds. But yes, for this last day, it was pretty good, and I think it's time to move on to 3 point perspective today. Start off pretty good, start off pretty strong. I'm just trying to shake off what happened with 2 point perspective and, start off simple like I always do. Start off with the boxes, trying to get the feel of it. And overall, it was, I think I got it. I understood it. I did both top view and bottom view. I noticed that I have difficulty doing top view. I kind of get confused. But bottom view, for me, is very easy. I don't know. I got that one more instinctually. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Go moving forward. Today's day, it was okay. Nothing very much to say about it. I did notice that if I do the perspective horizontally, it really warps the shapes like a lot, and I kind of like that. I like how the way they look warped. Not a lot to say about it. It was just an okay day. pretty good day today. I watched videos about 3 point perspective. There weren't a lot. There were slim pickings. I tried to find some. I only found two. Even with that limitation, I still did pretty good. I drew my first successful 3 point perspective building. Looking up. Also, the further the points are, I think it's better that way. And also, I think my paper is too small because you see me grabbing a loose sheet of paper to plot the point, and I don't know if my paper is too small. I don't know. I just don't know. I tried to do 3 point top view looking down. This turned out horrible. And yes, I do think that the size of the paper does matter because the way I do the points, it just looks horrible. I don't like how it looked. It turned out bad. This is something I shouldn't be doing at this point, and that's how it's supposed to look. Look at the reference and look at mine. It looks like shit. Day 26. I tried to redeem myself, and you know what? I succeeded. This was a really good day. And yes, I do think that the size of the paper, because look how I plotted the points. I keep calling them points. They're called vanishing points. My bad. I don't think it really matters the way you call it. But for this one, I didn't use a ruler. I wanted to do it by hand because I saw a lot of people doing it by hand, and it just looks cooler that way. And yeah, I like how this one turned out. This one's pretty good, and yeah. And I think I want to try to draw a figure in 3 point now. Let's see if I can get it done. Bad. Very bad. Fuck this day. This day was fucking horrible. I hate everything about it. You see me struggling there, erasing it, re-erasing it. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I don't know who the fuck hit me in the head over a hammer. And I don't know. I don't know. Why is it so difficult? It's annoying. Fuck this. I'll try again tomorrow. Alright, I learned a lot today. I learned something called foreshortening is what you use to draw figures in perspective. I saw 6 videos. They all helped tremendously. Yes, this was an improvement. I started by erasing the shit I drew yesterday and I drew over it. As you can see, this is what I drew. I think I'm gonna have to do this twice now, twice a day. A foreshortening section and a perspective section. Alright, before I even start talking about it, from here on out, I do this twice a day now. Foreshortening, drawing figures and foreshortening in a perspective section. So I do this twice a day. I noticed that in foreshortening, there's a lot of cylinders involved, and apparently I don't know how to draw cylinders in perspective. I thought I did, but apparently I don't. Not the way they showed. So yes, moving forward, there's gonna be foreshortening with the perspective. It sounds like a lot, and I think it is a lot, but we're moving forward. And we're back to the perspective 3 point. Once again, I'm trying to do 3 point perspective. You see me doing the grid. I don't know why I did that. That was a time waster. I end up erasing this. Yeah, you see, it was just stupid. It wasn't 3 point. My reference picture was a hotel. I'll put it up. It just didn't turn out good. I'm not understanding 3 point. I think I'm doing this wrong. I still think the paper is too small. I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, tomorrow is the last day, so I only have one more chance to prove that I know what I'm doing. Day 30, last day of 3 point perspective. But I started with foreshortening, drawing more cylinders, trying to figure out how to do it. I think I got a decent handle on it. I think it's time to move on to drawing figures and foreshortening. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And what else can I say? I just enjoy doing these. And here it is, the last chance I got to prove that I actually understand 3 point perspective. For this one, I took my time. You know how I was complaining the whole time that the paper's too small. So this time I have no way of complaining. I drew a border around it and I stuck to that border. And I think that actually did help. It did help a lot. I did it first with pencil, then I went over it with micron pen. I was trying to get as much detail as possible, and overall I think it came out pretty good. I liked it. I think it's a fitting end to this, to the 3 point perspective, and I think I learned. I think I comprehended more now, And yeah, overall, it's a pretty good day, amazing day to end it all. But I think it's time to move on to. This is the first real attempt of me drawing the figures in foreshortening. Um, it was very difficult to get the cylinders down. I had troubles doing it. I still have to practice more. So what I ended up doing is drawing like a little cheat sheet on a sticky note and putting that on my wall. I drew like how to view a cylinder from the top and then how to view it from the bottom. That ended up helping me a lot going forward. And this is a very solid start of me drawing figures, especially the one looking over the shoulder. I think that one looks pretty good. Multiple point perspective was a perspective I've never heard of. The other perspectives, I had a vague idea of what they were. I knew about them, but for this one, I was going in totally blank. As the name says, it's a bunch of vanishing points. Each shape has its own vanishing point, and it has one horizon line. I tried to find examples on Pinterest. I found some. I got a rough idea of what it is, and I tried to execute it here. But yeah, it wasn't too hard. It was just weird to do, but I think this is a pretty strong start. Foreshortening seems more complex than it seems. I thought I had a pretty decent handle on it. I was dumb for thinking that. As you can see here for this one, I try to do a more loose take to it. What I'm trying to do is trying to get the perspective and make it more dramatic. Get the foreshortening and push it. Going back to multiple point, I tried more complicated shapes this time going around. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. It was pretty easy. I like what I did with the rectangles. I feel like you could draw a pretty cool train like that. I just like it. It makes seems like the shape was coming towards you or something like that. I don't know how to explain it all too well, but I just like how it looks. I like how this page looks, and I think I got a pretty good understanding. I think it's time to move on to something more complicated. Day 33, the foreshortening. I would like to say that this is a big turning point moving forward for foreshortening. It gave me a roadmap. I saw 3 videos. Out of the 3, only one of them helped me. It was by Procreate. And it gave me a roadmap to follow. So first I take the chosen figure and draw it how it is. And then I try to rotate that in different angles without foreshortening it yet. I draw that like 3 or 4 times, and then after that I try to foreshorten it. So what I'm trying to say is I first get the reference image, then in my mind I rotate the image and draw it in that angle, and I do that 3 or 4 times, and then after that I try to foreshorten the image. This is a big turning point. This actually gave me a map to follow, because at this point I was just going in blind. I was just drawing the image and not really learning anything. And this one actually tells me what to do, but I'm actually learning something. You know what I'm trying to say? There weren't a lot of videos about multiple point perspective. And the ones I did find, they weren't very helpful. They weren't telling you like how or like what to do. So I'm pretty much going in this like by myself. No help. But overall, I think I did a pretty decent job going about it alone. And I think this is very faithful to the reference image. Day 35, it was much better than day 34. I think picking a more simple pose to start off with was much better. I think it was easier for my brain to be able to rotate it in different angles, and it just became so much easier. It was, I don't know, I just had more freedom to really stretch the perspective out in the foreshortening. So moving forward, it's a good idea if I start picking more simple references. Feel like shit. Today was shit. On top of that, my fucking recording stopped. Fuck this day, man. The drawing came out good, but man, fuck this day. It fucking killed me. For foreshortening, I try to push myself and see what I can do with the current skills I have. It turned out okay. I feel like the key to this is to do the foreshortening more exaggerated, be more dramatic with it. But yeah, overall, it's okay. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. But I just wished, once again, that I exaggerated the foreshortening, made it more impactful. But yeah, and also I don't like that the foot is out of frame. I wish it was in frame, and I feel like that will really push this to a 6, push it to like an 8. I'm ashamed to say that I tried something easy today. I'm still coming back from being sick. And yeah, I don't know what you want me to say about this day. It was easy, nothing really too complicated. I shouldn't be wasting a day like this. I do like how the circle of rectangles look. It looks pretty neat. I tried to draw like that thing from Minecraft, the end crystal thing in the center. I don't know why. It was dumb of me. It turned out pretty good. Foreshortening, it's getting easier. It feels like it's a step in the right direction. It was an amazing day. And boxes. When I draw a figure, the boxes really help. And it was just so good. My reference was a toy soldier with a gun. And yeah, look how I'm rotating the figure. It just looks amazing. Look at that foreshortening with the muzzle of the gun. Oh, immaculate. It was just a good day, amazing day, and it just felt good. I was riding that high to perspective. I flew too close to the sun and tried to do something different. Bad. This was a bad day, a waste of a day. It was just bad. I drew a drawer with different points of perspective. It didn't came out good. I don't like how it looks. It looks bad. Look at it. Oh my god. I'm trying to save it with that red pen. No, I'm not gonna save it with that damn red pen. Good day today. It's just laughable how easy it is just to rotate the figure in my mind now. And it's been a couple of days. I tried to do a dramatic pose for the foreshortening. It turned out good. It could have been better. It really could have. I struggled with doing the foreshortening for looking up, like you looking up at the figure, like at his feet, and then looking up at his whole body. That's very difficult for me. Looking down, that's the easy part. I don't know why looking up, it's hard for me, but I gotta work on that. Easy day today. I just don't know what to say. I'm just a fucking genius, man. I had to make up for the tragedy of that fucking drawer. For this one, I also tried to minimize using rulers. I didn't do all of it. I tried to eyeball most of it, but I did use rulers at the beginning. But most of it, I did it, eyeball it. It was just a good day, pretty close to the reference. It feels like I'm not improving. I was standing still, not improving at all. It did become easier doing the poses in different angles, but when it comes down to doing it in foreshortening, that's the problem. That's a whole different story. It becomes so much harder, and I also gotta practice exaggerating it more. This day was just mundane, nothing bad or good about it. It was just in the middle. Nothing really good happened. The last day of multiple point perspective, and it's also the last day to show that I actually know what I'm doing. So for this one, I try to draw a whole city. It could have come out better. I could have probably done it with ink. I only do it with pencil, and I also don't like how messy it is, but I think I proved and showed that I got what I needed from multiple point, and I think it's time to move on to. Once again, rotating the figure is no problem for me. I pretty much have it down. I'm not like a master at it, but I can pretty much get by with it. The only problem is the perspective, the foreshortening. It's difficult. It's killing me, man. This day I didn't learn anything, so I'll say it's a waste. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this day. It's bad. Bad day. Didn't learn anything. No progress was done today. Feel like I'm stagnant. Just today started 4 point perspective today, and I noticed that it's very similar to 3 point, which got me very excited because I wanna redo 3 point. I feel like I could do better. So yeah, starting 4 point perspective. From what I feel now, I feel pretty confident. I feel like I have it down pretty well. From what you can see, I drew the boxes and they look pretty good. The top ones gave me some trouble, yeah, but the bottom ones were easy. I think it's a pretty good start, strong start, and I'm excited going forward. Today was an amazing day. My foreshortening was on point. The pose I picked was interesting. I liked the pose. It was a guy doing a kick. It just came out good. Everything about it came out good. Me doing the foreshortening for stretching the leg and making it looks really good. The only gripe I have about this page is that I didn't fit the whole figure for the left one. I wish I fit the whole figure there. But what can you do? It was still an amazing day. It felt like I took a step forward. I'm progressing now and it just feels good. In 4 point perspective, I tried it in a bigger scale. I noticed that I had difficulty doing it looking in the top angle, in the top page right there. I don't know why it was so difficult for me. I think I got like a little confused. I didn't want to like move the page. I wanted to just leave the page like it is and just do it like that. But apparently, it was a struggle. And yeah, once again, nothing much to say about it. It's just like yesterday, but just bigger. So yeah, it was an okay day. I feel indifferent about today. I don't know why. Maybe because the page gets too messy. I was trying to capture the spirit of yesterday into this page, but I couldn't do that. I just couldn't do it. I did it unsuccessfully. And overall, I don't know. It's not a bad page. I think it's because I don't know. I just don't know what's wrong with this page. Maybe it's because yeah, it is. I think it is too messy, and I don't like it. But what can you do? We move on. 4 point perspective. I was wrong. It's not like 3 point. That's I was treating it like that. All the lines curve like a circle. I watched a couple of videos. There aren't a lot of good ones, but the ones I did find, they said that they all curve. If they don't curve, they'll be like 3 point, and that's not how it is. I'm so fucked. I wasted 2 days. I can't be wasting days like this. Ugh, fuck. This is so irritating. Don't do what I did. I did it wrong. Fuck. I tried to push foreshortening as far as I could with my current skill level, but I noticed that if you push it too far, it looks weird. It looks bad. It looks like it seems that there's a balance to it, and now that I know there's a balance to it, it seems I gotta find it. So that's the goal. Me finding the balance, making it look good. Overall, this day, pretty good. I learned a lot. All right, today I did 4 point perspective correctly. At the beginning, it was very hard, but as I went on, it got much easier. Pretty fun, actually. I hope I keep up this momentum. I did multiple to make up for the days I missed, but I didn't think that was enough, so I also did the other page for this one. I got a reference image, and I think it went pretty good. I did this all by hand. I didn't use a ruler. I eyeballed it most of it, and I like how it looks. It looks pretty good. I don't think I'm ever gonna make up those 2 days I missed, but you live and you learn. All you can do is lick your wounds and move on. For today, the foreshortening, I try to draw an original character with an original pose and everything. I don't know why I did that. It was very difficult. I never done that before, but it was fun overall. Once again, I noticed that I had difficulty pulling back a little in the foreshortening. I have to figure that out. But overall, this drawing, I don't know how I feel about it. At the time, I thought it was good, but now I look at it, it's okay. I didn't even do the other hand. I was struggling at it, and I just said fuck it. I know I have room to improve, and I'm happy about that. For the perspective side, I did a double page spread for this one. Once again, another city. It turned out mediocre. I don't have much problem with it. I just wished I experimented more with it. Like there's so much empty space at the bottom that I just ended up leaving blank, and that really bugs me. I don't know why I did that. Overall, this day was okay. I think I have to move on from drawing just one figure. So today I tried something new. I tried to draw two figures interacting with each other. And for this one, I drew a guy throwing somebody over his shoulder. And yeah, I did it once again. I rotated the figure. And then the last one, I did it in perspective. I like how this one looks. Pretty good start. I feel like I'm just doing the same thing over and over and over again. I gotta mix it up a little, change it around. I'm getting kind of bored of doing this. Make it a little bit more challenging or difficult. I gotta throw in something in there, you know. But today, yeah, it turned out okay. Not bad, not good. Just more of the same bland stuff. I went straight for the foreshortening today. I didn't draw it in different angles. I just went straight to it. Turned out pretty good. I like how it looks. The only issue I had with it is that I wish I made it more foreshortening, more dramatic. I wish I put more emphasis on that, but overall, I think it's faithful to the image and it looks pretty good. For some reason, I ended up doing 5 point. It turned out good, but I probably should have stopped myself. I don't know why I did that. I probably should have saw a video of what you can do with 4 point. Probably should have refreshed myself because I noticed that every time I try to draw a city from front view, I always gotta use the middle point, and I believe that's for 5 point. I'm not sure if that is for 5 point at this time, but I think it is. But yeah, either way, it turned out pretty good for both of them, and I experimented a little with 5 point. Probably shouldn't have, but I did it. Today was utter dog shit, man. It just turned out bad. It was a bad day. I shouldn't be making these types of mistakes this late into the game. I wasted a day. It was a completely waste. I didn't learn anything, and it looks bad. I'm just dog shit at this. I'm ass. Fuck, dude. In the perspective side, it was a good day. It turned out pretty good. 4 point perspective. Top view turned out good. Once again, drawing a city. Tomorrow is the last day, and I'm excited to move on. I'm gonna try to push it as far as I can with my current skill level tomorrow. But yeah, this was a good day. Today was a great day, a really great day. I was having so much fun drawing today that I drew Naruto. I tried to copy an artist that are more talented than me and have more experience and are better because I was having so much fun. I drew another figure. Once again, I drew Naruto. There was another foreshortening figure. I think both of them came out pretty good, and I like both of them a lot. These look pretty amazing. This was a phenomenal day, amazing day. I think this is one of my favorite days. And I think going forward, I'm going to start copying more talented artists. Today is the last day of 4 point. My final thought is that you really can't do front view with just 4 points. You need the middle point in the middle to keep everything aligned and looking correctly. I don't know if you probably can do things without that middle point, but I didn't really find a video that really said anything about that or told me not to. Yeah, that's my final thought. But I think it's time to move on to the foreshortening for today. The first picture, because I drew two, this one feels kind of off. I don't know if it's the hand or the boot. I drew Gon from Hunter x Hunter, but something just feels off. And in the second picture, I ended up drawing Sasuke. This one also came out wrong because I didn't like that the hand wasn't fully in the page. It had to be cut off. And I didn't like that. That really bugged me. But overall, it was still a very fun day. I was still having so much fun with foreshortening and imitating more talented artists than me. And yeah, still a pretty fun day. Today, I was very excited to start 5 Point Perspective, also known as Fisheye. I actually know quite a bit about this one. I only know about this one because I know a lot of talented artists use this one to make their drawings look more cool and more dramatic. And also, I don't want a repeat of what happened with 4 Point Perspective, so I'm gonna watch YouTube much earlier than I usually do. But that's for tomorrow. Today, good start. What can I say about today? But I think I was just copying. I wasn't really learning anything. For the first one, I drew Naruto. For this one, I actually put the whole figure in the page. It turned out okay, but something feels off. I don't know what's wrong with it. For the second one, I drew Itachi. For this one, his hand covers a lot of his face. I don't like it. And that was the problem. His lower half is way too small. It's because I haven't been sketching it. I just go straight to it. And I think that's the problem. I haven't been boxing it and sketching the figure out. So I think I gotta go back to basics. I watched a good amount of videos today about 5 Point Perspective. I noticed that 5 Point doesn't have to be a circle. The videos also were very helpful. Some of them about POV, drawing your POV, and that was pretty interesting. But overall today, I feel like it was a waste of time. I wasted this day. It was a horrible experience. I did not have fun drawing this. And it feels like I'm going backwards, not advancing. Feels like I'm not learning anything anymore. I'm just copying it. Maybe I do gotta go back to basic. I was thinking about it and I was debating if I really need to, and apparently I think I do. Today was bad. It was a bad day. I don't know what you want me to say. I'm not proud of it. And I think the results speak for itself. This looks like dog shit. Especially the double page spread one with Garp. I fucking hate it. His face is all fucked up. I don't know what to say about this. I'm so fucking embarrassed. This is a shame. This day was fucking tragic. It was just a huge waste of time. I was doing it all wrong. I tried to do a POV of a room. It was difficult. I knew it was gonna be difficult. But if I'm not a fucking dumbass and forget to do the center point, I just gave up on it. I didn't even try. For today, I went back to doing boxes, the basics, like I said I was gonna do. But I don't think going back to the basics is the solution. I also messed up the foreshortening in this one, but I'm happy that I know what I did wrong for this one. His knuckles should be facing me, not to the side. I am happy that I figured that out. But it's still frustrating, you know. I'm still making mistakes like that even this late into the game. It's good that I figured out what's wrong with it and I can fix it, but it's just still frustrating. It's like I'm not really improving anymore. Once again, trying the same reference picture, not forgetting to do the center point. For today, much better than yesterday. Much better than yesterday. I'm fine with this. I can see what I need to improve upon, and I'm satisfied with what I have. I can build upon this. I can actually do something with this. So today was satisfactory. The first one was a fight scene trying to show the figure from different angles wasn't the hard part. The hard part I struggled with was the foreshortening. Fighter kicking came out pretty good. The second one is the one I struggled in. And I know what I did wrong, so I know what I could have changed to make it better. And my second reference picture is a knight. I really like how this one turned out. I think this is one of my favorites. And yeah, not much to say about this one. I just like it. Drew my first successful POV 5 Point Perspective. It just came out amazing. Look at it. I'm just so proud of it. I'm still proud of it. And overall, this day for foreshortening and perspective, it was just a great day. It hasn't been going well for a couple of days, but I think this one brought it back. I think I figured out foreshortening today. I always usually draw the part that's closest to you, the foreshortened part, first, and then I draw everything else. But I did the opposite. I drew the body first, the thing in the background usually, and then I drew the foreshortened part. That made it easier, but this time I did the figure wrong. I know what I did wrong. It turned out horrible, but I know what I did wrong. I know what I had to change. By saying I figured it out doesn't mean I mastered it. I just know what to do now. Today was a good day. Today the POV drawing wasn't good. It came out worse than yesterday. I know I could have done better. I see that I struggle a lot with the details, like with if there's books in the picture, I struggle with finding the correct perspective to it and other small details. I know I gotta work on that. But today was mid, not really much to say about it. I just did something simple today. I still having trouble keeping the whole figure on the page. I keep forgetting or not doing to plan out and sketch the figure first, then get into doing the whole details and everything. I don't know why I keep doing that. I just gotta keep working on that. Today's POV drawing turned out amazing. I did everything correctly. The reference picture was a good reference picture. It was simple, but not too simple. Everything just aligned. And I like that I focus a lot on the details, the smaller details like the books, the stereos, and the backpack. And I just like this picture. I like the colors I use. It was just a good day. This pushed it over the edge to be one of my favorite days. And I'm excited because I can still see, I still have a lot of points I can improve upon, and I'm excited about that. For the foreshortening today, I drew two figures. The first one was a guy with his hand really up close to the camera. I wanted to capture that, but I feel like I drew his hand too low to the ground. It's more higher to his body. And for the second one is a girl with her hands in front of the camera. She's about to framing it. Both of them turned out good, but I just wish that I knew how to draw hands better. Maybe that's for a future video. But overall, today was a good day. The POV today, it was good, but I did something weird. I don't know why I did it like this. The reference picture, it was like an angle. Like I'm not explaining myself. You'll see it when I'm done. But I drew the corner of the reference picture, the wall. Look, you're gonna see it. But it was a good day. That's all I want to say. This turned out pretty good for what I did. But I don't know why I drew it like that. The last day of foreshortening. I don't know why I picked a female for the last day. I don't know how to draw female. But I guess I wanted to challenge myself even in the last day. I drew two pictures. One was a reference picture and the other one was an illustration. The same night character thing. I don't know who's it from. I wish I knew who it was from, but I really didn't look for it. I'm sorry. I'm just lazy. I just want this to be over. It was a good day. I'm rambling. Overall, it was an amazing day. Good day. I learned a lot about foreshortening. I'm not gonna stop here. I'm gonna keep going. Day 60. Fish eye perspective. 5 point perspective, however you want to call it. For this one, I always want to challenge myself every time I end a perspective, and this one's no different. I did a double page spread. It turned out good. I like how it looks. It turned out amazing. It was very fun doing fisheye perspective and POV especially. I'm not gonna stop here. Once again, I'm gonna keep going. This is just a good jumping point, and it was fun doing this. A very good day, but it's not the end. Not yet. Day 60. The last. This is how the sketchbook looks. It changed over time. It did change over the 60 days. It got more stickers, these Dragon Ball stickers and Hot Wheels stickers. But everything I've done so far, if you remember, the point of this challenge is to beat my art rival, and everything I've done really wouldn't hold a candle to anything he has done. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be doing a whole new new piece on a different sketchbook, and that's what I'm about to show you. This is what I'm gonna be using. This is drawing paper. Hold on, let me zoom out. It's pretty big. There you go. This is the biggest paper I have at hand, and I'm gonna be using this to do my final piece of the video. I'm gonna try to put everything I learned for shortening and the perspective all together to make something to rival his. At the end, I'll be comparing my piece to one of his pieces and see if I where I stand right now and if I'm able and if I beat him, which I doubt. I'm not think I'm gonna beat him, but I want to get like a good benchmark of where I am. This is the this is the biggest piece I have of paper. Like I said, I had this one because I was taking an art class and this was recommended for you to buy, so I bought this. It's 18 by 24, and yeah, I haven't used this in a while, but I'm excited to use this. For my final piece, I wanted it to be something grand, so I went all out. I made my own original character. That took me a couple of days because I never done that, but it was fun doing it. I was excited to do it. I wanted to draw a knight walking towards danger, so I wanted to do it like he was walking towards something. I was gonna make it into a battlefield, but that was too complicated, and I was already wasting a lot of time with the concept of original character. I also had to really thumbnail because I never thumbnail. I haven't really done that ever. That's really not part of my art process. I usually go with the first idea, but thumbnailing also took a long time. I just wanted to be I just wanted this piece to be a conclusion of this whole video and be grand. And you see me there, I erased everything I did that first day. This is another day. And for this day, I really had to sketch out the figures because I was just going in it without sketching it out and without planning, which I knew was wrong. So I erased it because I didn't like how it looked. The composition was all weird. But for this day, I think I did a better job laying out everything, and the proportions look pretty good. I wanted the foreshortening to look more dramatic, but I think I got my idea across. But overall, it was fun doing this. I just wish that I was more forceful with the perspective and the foreshortening with the foot and especially the sword. The sword, I really had trouble really foreshortening. I really didn't have an idea how to do it. But I like the monster I picked for the background. The Minotaur is very cool. It's just really cool. Also, inking it was I was very scared of inking it. I didn't really want to mess it up because I put a lot of time into this. So for inking, I feel like I was scared of actually doing it, so I took my time with that. And I don't know how to really shade or do shadows that much in clothing. I don't know how to really do clothing or emphasize fabric. And also there's also some parts which I'm unhappy with, like for example the Minotaur's axe. I wanted it to have more detail, like it was worn out. To put like Greek ruins, I thought would be cool, or Norse ruins. I mean, I thought it would have been really cool, but I only ended up stapling it with little dots, and I think that turned out good. But I just wanted it to be more worn out and like it was battle damage. I wish I did more battle damage. I had a lot of fun doing this. I know I complained a little, but it was just still so much fun. And without further ado, here's the finished product. It looks amazing. I like how it looks. I like how it turned out. But now it's time to compare and see where I stand. For one of his pieces, I wanted to pick one that was similar, but it really doesn't do a lot of fight scenes or illustrations like that. So I picked one that caught my eye and that looked pretty cool. So this one, what I ended up with. What do you guys think? I leave it up to you guys to tell me how much I need to improve and what to do next. Well, this video is pretty long enough, so I think I'll end it here. Thank you very much for watching this far, and I hope you enjoyed. And remember, always be creating. Goodbye.